The JSW Show. Raph, nice intro, buddy.
Hey, Mary Jane's Last Dance.
Oh. Have you met Mary Jane before?
I dated a Mary Jane in high school.
Oh my goodness.
Hi, MJ, just in case you're watching.
And you went to high school in?
Massachusetts.
Whereabouts?
Up in the Berkshire Hills, a boarding school called Northfield Mount Hermon. Froze my ass off for 4 years. That's why I went to University of Arizona after that.
Go Wildcats. Let's make sure that this time they get a chance to see what that symbol actually looks like. You want to show them, Kim? You know it? You remember it? Looks like this? You got to do it with your right hand.
Right hand.
Be WC first.
WC.
Arizona Wildcats in the house, baby. Woo! How are you guys, man? Welcome back to the JSW Show live on Facebook this time around. First time we did Instagram, but today we've moved platforms. That's right. So super thrilled that you're here. Many of you that don't get a chance to see it live, maybe you watch it a little bit later, right? That's what the whole digital world's about. So today we've got a little tighter show, a little bit more condensed than we did the first time. If you saw that one, we're going to throw up here on the screen really quick. If I can figure out what I'm doing, the agenda, the runner. What do you call this? The runner, Melissa? Right? Yeah, the show runner. This is what we've got planned for the day. This is not what we're doing. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. There it is, the JSW Show. So, as you can see, we've got that sip and savor, very exciting drinking game that we're doing, which means that we've got to have a name every time we say it, right?
I think we mentioned Zoom because we're using Zoom live on. It's kind of like a Zoom or every day. Zoom, I don't know.
I think Zoom is exactly what we need to do. We need to say thank you to Zoom for helping us be able to use their platform to be able to bring to you Facebook Live, which it just like automatically connects you at this button. The more, it's just technological. It's actually pretty easy, right? I mean, how easy was this, right? You just push a couple buttons and bam, you're here. So yeah, so the drinking game name is Zoom. Every time you hear the word Zoom,
You need to take a sip.
that's right. Let's zoom in on Harath for a quick second to try to maybe play just another short little 30 seconds of something that you've been practicing that you were hoping to be able to play.
He's telling me
Today.
that I suck, so I need to play something that I know. Is that what you're saying?
No,
Okay.
I'm not saying that. Watch this. I'm gonna use all this technology. Check that out. See that camera move? I'll
You
take
take it? Okay.
Yeah. Do you know any other songs besides that one?
Yes.
How many do you have on your list?
60 or something.
What?
That's impressive.
All right, check mark that one. He's played that one. We got to get a new one on the next time.
Okay.
We're working through all 60. Did you say 60?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But some of them are not for acoustic. Some of them are for electric.
Oh, yeah. I'm just talking about the acoustic ones. Okay. Well, we were definitely zooming in on him using some of that great technology, but now we're zooming back over here. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom. And that's right. Julianne's going to take it away and tell us a little bit about our 2017 Albarino.
All right, so this is one of my favorite white wines that we have, the 2017 Albarino. This one's aged in stainless steel and then mostly neutral French oak. What I love about this one is it's soft texture to it, so it has the perfect amount of acidity and softness to it. And this Albarino is a the main grape in Spain, and is it Northwest Portugal region?
Exactly, right up above Portugal. We did a little, if I may interject,
Yes, please.
we did a little trip to, was that the last? No, the Loire Valley was that.
Yeah.
So it was a year ago, and essentially 5 months.
Yeah, we went all over Spain, and then when we went into Portugal, the Rias region is where Albarino is from, and that's right above Portugal. So we took a little day trip, we went up to Rias.
So Rias Baixas, it was raining up there. They had like 5 different areas that they were grooving on Albarino. And we chose to go to the Cambodas region, which was the one that was a little bit more of, it's been around the longest, right? I mean, you had to choose all these 5 different styles. We just went for the one right down the middle. And it was raining, and we brought our own wine. It was super fun. They were whole vineyards were like all, what do you call that?
It's a pergola system.
Pergola. That's what it was. Tell them what a pergola was.
So the pergola, so when you see vineyards here, you just see them, you know, where the vines go this way, or maybe they're going that way, or going that way. But the pergola, so it literally goes up and then over, so you can like walk underneath them. It's really,
It was about
really
6
cool.
feet, just a little less than 6 feet tall, because I slightly had to duck, right? I'm 5'10" and a half. Got to get that half in there. And yeah, so it just created a canopy which helped keep some of the heat in. So one of the challenges occasionally that they would have is whether or not they would have like too much humidity, that sort of thing. But it was near the ocean, so a lot of salinity, definitely some solid acid in the fruit.
A lot of acid.
And this is the home of Albarino. So very little fruit is actually in California that's Albarino, and some of it's here in Santa Barbara County, specifically Martian Ranch Vineyard, where we got our hands on some fruit, and so we got the chance to make Albarino. So
Yeah, and I love that you guys have it, because it's kind of uncommon here. Not many tasting rooms have Albarino. So yeah, I think that's why it's one of my favorite here too. But yeah, on the nose, this one, I know you don't really get it, but I get mostly green apple, but I do get honeydew and peach as well. And yeah, just that nice softness to it. And definitely honeysuckle is one of the main characteristics on the palate that I get. But I don't know.
Well, that's what I think is so fun about wine. It's so personal to each person. I mean, it depends on your experiences that you have with different foods or different aromas and stuff. So sometimes we'll pick up different things. So nobody's wrong ever. It's just what they're getting.
And yeah, this one's great to drink on its own. I actually talked about this one last week. This is the one I had with the fish piccata. So that's what I usually pair Albarino with, some kind of nice seafood, white fish or shrimp dishes.
What did you, when you did What's Cooking Good Looking last week, what did you pair it with?
I did that fish piccata.
Fish
So like
piccata.
the lemon capers.
Yeah.
It went perfect with that. But usually like, I'll take this to a lot of restaurants and I'll do halibut a lot of times. Or
Let's see the box.
shrimp pasta, oysters, mussels.
Woo! Can we see that? I'm trying. All right, cool. Well, thanks for sharing that.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. You know what that makes me think of when I'm sitting here and we're talking about food and wine pairing is I think about Santa Barbara and specifically the challenges that we're facing that everybody else is too, which is the restaurants, right? And so our free corkage program, we have 23 different restaurants that when you get a chance to visit and you have our wine, you can go in any of these additional 23 restaurants and you don't pay a corkage fee and they love to see you. So last week, our show producer, Melissa Lane, went over to the folks at Black Sheep and met with Ruben and had a great conversation regarding what he was up to, et cetera. But for this week, she went to Cadario. That's right, Italian food, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, and so a lot of you have the opportunity to be able to, for some of you locals, to continue to be able to get and enjoy some Italian food, and we love Cadario. So let's go see what Melissa is up to when she met with Dario himself.
Hey there, Sloan Rangers. It's Melissa Lane here, again out on the streets for takeout time. And this time I'm at Cadario. Check out this behind me. Their signs are amazing. They're letting you know they're here, they're ready to cook for you, they're ready for takeout and curbside pickup, and they have delivery. Let's go take a look.
Okay, I'm Dario from Cadario.
And Dario, I noticed that you are doing something really well by putting up these big signs with your number saying your takeout orders. How has that been for you?
Benefit because people see that big sign anyway. So when they pass by, driving by, they see all that, and then automatically they just say, hey, let's go in and get some food to go.
I have the Jimmy Sloan's Red Blend P1. It's a really big red. What would pair well tonight to have that?
Well, of course, anyway, one of these goes always with a steak, right? Or chicken. For vegetarian, we go like a pasta, puttanesca pasta, which is like very simple. It's tomato, basil, olives, and capers. We can sub gluten-free pasta. That's good as well. And for appetizer, we have a bresaola, dry cured beef, really good with arugula. Great, goes very well with your wine. And that's it. Chicken, steak. You name it.
Great. Well, I think I'm going to get the eggplant to take home with my
that's
bottle
an
of
eggplant.
P1. Yeah.
That's another one with that. Would you like that?
Yes, I would.
Okay.
Let's get that.
Good.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, taking home Cadario's eggplant. So yum. And having the Jamie Sloan P1 to pair it with, I'm so thankful I was able to take this and have it home by the fireplace. Cheers!
Yeah, baby.
That looks delicious.
Wasn't that fun?
Yeah.
Delicious, yes. And
Yeah.
Cadario's has amazing food.
You know what we're doing?
Getting-
You know what we're doing tonight?
Getting Cadario.
We're getting Cadario. We're getting Cadario. I love it. Okay, great. Cool. Yeah. All right. You had 62s,
Yes.
right? Some of them were for electric guitar because you're a rocker,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes.
And then there's that acoustic program that you've got.
Yes.
Give us something you haven't played yet that you've been waiting to share with everybody.
God, I'm
Right?
digging through that. You didn't tell me I was playing all these songs today. You told me I was just going to be.
You know what? I've decided you're going to be just fine. I've decided you're going to be just fine.
God.
He
Look,
says
you
that
learned
to me
how
all
to
the
play that
time.
thing all by yourself, right? With no instructions, so you'll be all right. Go for it. Woo!
You heard that one before?
I have heard
The
that,
song,
but not with
not
you.
from you.
Oh, good. Hey, that one.
Not from you, but
Uh-oh.
definitely I've heard that one before. That's right.
Zoom, that Zoom camera
Zoom.
going
Take a
down.
drink.
That was cool. That was, we used to
got
use
a
the
drink.
Zoom
Someone said
to
Zoom.
like go in to oversee him and then come back. I love Zoom. Absolutely love Zoom. They've got an office here in Santa Barbara. These guys have been helping us out. So just a little shout out to those boys. Thank you so much. Slavin and Ben and just the whole crew. You guys have been wonderful, amazing. I know you guys are helping out the world. Trust me. I mean, this is what an amazing time and great opportunity for you and everybody else to be able to engage and connect. And so it's super fun. Also, what a great time.
To have stockings in.
to have sock in Zoom. Exactly. But so that was a lot. Do you think they just like polished a half a bottle with all that Zoom talk just now?
Probably.
That's a
So the
lot of
good news
sipping.
is that everybody's quarantined. So no one's driving.
Yeah, no one's driving. That's a good point. You know, I got to tell you, let's zoom in here for a quick second. So let's tell that quick story about when we went to Bordeaux, France, and went to Mouton Rothschild, right? And we okay, really quick. I'm going to try to do this in like
Yeah,
60.
you do have to do it quick.
I could do 60, 90 seconds. So we go to Bordeaux, France. Our girls have never had wine before. They just started getting the cocktails going, you know, the sweet stuff and whatever. And so it was their second day. They'd been over to the right bank doing the Merlot-based stuff. And we're over there on the left bank the next day, and we get this great privilege of going to Mouton. And they said, sorry, Mr. Sloan.
Mouton Rothschild.
Mouton Rothschild, one of the most famous out there. We don't have your reservation. And the next thing you know, everybody goes and they're gone on their different tours. And we're sitting there and they're like, no, you sure you make wine? So this girl says, well, I lived in Santa Barbara for 6 years. I go, oh my gosh. So she asked me every question in the book. She looks at the rest of the girls. She goes, they're for real. Next thing you know, we get this individual private tour for our two girls and my wife and I. And we go through, it's amazing. We're in there, we're checking out all the original artwork for the labels, and there's all these Russian men that are right behind us that we don't know about.
It was the first time all of those, so with Mouton Rothschild, all of their wine labels are done professionally by famous artists. So this is the first time every single one of those original pieces of artwork were all together in one place. They had just built a museum specifically to house all of these pieces of art. So,
exactly. So we go through and we're looking at all this, and then the girl says, hey, would you guys like to go to the next room and see some of the artifacts from the Rothschild family? All wine-related artifacts. You know, they've got like a multi-million-dollar. And so we go like, great. We go outside, and there's all these fat Russian merchant men chewing on cigars with big, huge, you know, $5,000 Rolexes on their wrists, just staring at us. And we're like, oh my God, have these guys been waiting on us? And I think they were using us as bait. So now we're trying to hurry through. And we finally get to this room where we're going to taste the wine.
No offense to any Russians, though.
Yeah, no offense.
Totally.
Fat Russian merchant man chewing cigars, looking at us with big $5,000 Rolex watches going, dude, really? What are you doing? And so it's like, oh my gosh. So we're feeling the pressure. We go in there, we go to this room. It's all white. And the only thing of any color is the bottle and the glasses with a little bit of wine in it. So we think we're going to do our taste, right? We go through this. Our girls are kind of like, okay. We're like, oh my gosh. We said, well, thank you so much. We probably got to get going, get out of these guys' way. And she's like, the bottle is yours. What? I said, we'll just put a cork in it. We're out of here. We're out of the way. She goes, no, you don't understand. You don't understand. You drink it all right here or forget it. You know how to take it. And I'm thinking, we're going to finish this whole bottle right now with all.
So we look at our daughters, we tell them they can each have a little sip. Because they're not going to appreciate, let's face it, okay?
You hear Julianne?
What?
Wild Thing goes, well, there's 4 of you. It's not going to be that hard.
Yeah, no, there was really only 2 of us because we didn't want our daughters to have.
Well, we didn't do anything yet, but we looked at them like, do you guys want some? And they just looked at us and went, no, I'm good. Like, I'm not going to put a whole glass of this down me right now, right?
You guys.
So all of a sudden, we've got to finish a full bottle between the 2 of us. And let me tell you what it looks like. And this is kind of how it went.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, the aromas on this are just amazing.
And then
the color, right? Oh my gosh, that's just amazing. Can I get some more? And you just polish everything that's in your glass. And in about 10 minutes, we finished a full bottle of wine, had a big buzz going. And yeah.
But it was delicious.
How do we get to that?
You wanted to
You
tell the story.
brought it up.
I think you just wanted to chug that glass of wine.
Yeah.
He just wanted to choke.
Yeah, I think so.
I was going to share with you a funny meme that we've seen. I don't know if any of you have seen that over there on the in the wine club show that we just finished, but I'm going to show it to you anyway. It's going to be very reminiscent of what I just talked about, which is polishing off wine. And then we're going to do a little bit of review of the 2016 P1.
Yes.
Come back with a little bit of the wild thing and what's cooking good looking. Wrap it up with another great classic cut from Harath.
Sure.
And then we'll see you next time around. All right, so here we go. We're going to go peek for a quick second here at this funny, oh my gosh, this is hysterical.
It's really funny.
It is funny. So for those of you that haven't seen this yet, it's maybe a little R-rated because it gets a couple words in there, but it's super funny.
Guys, I'm out for a little run in the neighborhood. It's recycling day. Wait a second. When's it gonna stop? Yo, I don't know. Working from home. All right, guys, what do we think? That counts. Now I'm just dying to know. What the hell's going on? So the year was 2020 and everybody was just fucking ham sauced. They seem like nice people. Very respectable. Let's find out. Yeah. Guilty as charged. You know, we worked from home. We did a lot of home workout videos. Your mother got on my nerves, and oh, by the way, we got. Good. Wait.
Oh my gosh, that's hysterical, right?
It's really funny.
Yeah.
And what's so funny is because it was true. I mean, that was real.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't like a lot of the funny things that you see posted all over, you know, where people make up things. That was true.
Yeah.
That was really true.
And they were doing what we did with that bottle of cab at Luton that we polished in 2013.
That's
And
exactly.
they're tasting it. By the way, I just want to finish that up. So we're walking out of that tasting room and we see all those 40 Russian merchant men. And instead of being all sheepish, we just look at them and I go, how you guys doing? Then we went and bought this really expensive bottle and tried to figure out how to bring it home. Anyway, so super fun. Why don't we talk about Jamie Sloan Wines 2016 P1. Tell them a little bit about, the inspiration, the inspiration for the P1, and that it's our biggest red wine, right?
The inspiration behind the name, or you mean what we were talking when we were in Paso?
Exactly.
Okay. So Jamie, as many of you know, was a race car driver, and he had just finished a race. I can't remember where it was.
I remember exactly where it was. It was in mid-Ohio. It's a technical course.
No, this was when we went down to Paso.
Oh, after that, yeah. I was up in Infineon Raceway in Sonoma, Sears Point.
Okay,
sorry.
so
I was talking about the story behind on the back label of the P1 when I won that race.
Okay, but we had our very first Cab Syrah.
Yes.
When we, Jamie had just finished a race in Sonoma, and we drove he was hauling his race car in a trailer, and we stopped in Paso because that's what you do when you're going down,
Well, that's when we were exploring different wine regions as we were getting into the wine business.
Yes, and so we stopped at La Aventure, and they had a beautiful Cab Syrah, and that was the first time we had ever tasted a Cab Syrah. But the people that have put the Cab Syrah on the map is Penfolds with their Grange.
Yeah, in Australia.
In Australia,
Yeah,
yes.
and we were just talking to Jason Beretti, who, by the way, helped us make our 12 and 13 vintages of our P1. He works there, right? But anyway, so that was some of the inspiration, and we said, oh my gosh, we want to do something like that. And it would be different to our lineup, and it's turned out to be a huge hit, right? There's a lot of cult fans. For example, Joe Glancy just can't get enough of P1. I don't care what vintage it is, it's his.
Well, he's such a
That's my
Syrah
favorite
guy.
full body that we have.
It's your favorite what?
That's my favorite full body that we have.
Yeah.
Medium full body.
Yeah.
So this is 66% Cabernet Sauvignon, 34% Syrah.
And so when you are making food, because you're the wild thing who loves to cook, tell me a little bit about what you would do with the P1. Huh?
Steak.
Steak?
That's it.
Would you do a special?
I would do other things.
Right. you ever like filmed you making the steak and like zoomed in on it?
I haven't done a show for the P1 yet.
You need to do a show for the P1.
I
That's
think
again
a
coming up.
steak
With
with
steak
like
for
a
sure.
peppercorn sauce would be
I'm not
really,
feeling it, honestly. I'm
really
gonna
good.
get fancy when I do it. I don't know.
Let me tell you what I love. I love the flavors of a ribeye,
Yeah.
right? I love the flavors of a ribeye.
You're looking at Melissa,
Any
she's like,
questions
I don't
that we
eat
know that
meat.
we've got on the
P1?
program? Yeah, no, I just want to make sure that we're getting a chance to be able to answer any questions that anybody's got, et cetera.
How about after cooking good looking?
Yeah, exactly. We'll check on that after cooking good looking. So speaking of what's cooking good looking, let's go check out what you were doing this week.
Yeah, I did.
Right? Okay, here we go. All right, coming up. Getting all technological. You guys be careful now. I'm getting half a clue. Where's that video? Oh, here it is. Smoking Joe Frazier. Here we go.
It's Julianne again with Jamie Sloan Wines. I'm doing another one of our episodes of What's Cooking Good Looking. So tonight on the menu is pork chops with fennel and capers, and I'm going to be pairing it with our 2016 Borific, which is our version of a right bank Bordeaux blend. So it's 62% Merlot with Cabernet Sauvignon, Cab Franc, 2% Malbec, and 1% Petit Verdot. It's a nice medium body, dark fruits like plum and blackberry on the nose, and a really well-balanced, smooth, long finish. So it's gonna go great with this meal, and I can't wait to show you the steps to making this. Cheers! The ingredients to make this recipe, you need 2-inch thick pork chops, shallots, lemon, capers. I have fennel bulb, flat leaf parsley, whatever white wine you have on hand, diced tomatoes. I have some fresh thyme and rosemary, and of course our Borific. And then it's gonna look like this at the end, and this is from Giada's cookbook. Okay, so right now I'm sauteing the shallots and the fennel and half of the parsley. So I'm gonna saute this for about 5 minutes. And then over here, I already sauteed the pork chops. I browned them on each side. And so once this is done, I'm gonna add it back to the pan, and then I'm gonna add the diced tomatoes, and that's all gonna cook together for about 15 minutes until it's all cooked through. And then I'm gonna make a sauce for it to put on top of it at the end. All right, now I'm gonna add the white wine, kind of get all the good brown bits off the bottom of the pan. What I love about this recipe is that it is all done in just one pot, so really easy cleanup. Okay, refilling my wine a little bit, and this is the finished product. The pork chops with that lemon caper tomato sauce with our Bordeaux blend. How is it, babe?
Amazing.
Yeah, cheers, you guys.
Woo!
That looked good.
That did look good, didn't it?
I'm hungry.
Yeah. What's cooking good looking? I love it. I love that segment of the show. That's so fun. You have fun doing it?
I do. Yeah, we're cooking.
What's it like putting that together? You've done it twice now, so give us some behind the scenes.
Like the truth?
Yeah, well, a little bit of truth, you know. Yeah, some truth. Oh, go for
I
it.
love the
Little bit,
cooking.
go ahead.
I love the drinking. Do I like being behind the camera? Do I mess up a lot? Yes.
You're not behind the camera.
Yeah.
You're in front of the camera.
You're in front of the
I'm in
camera.
front of the camera. Do I mess up a lot? Yes,
Yeah. You know
but
what's
it's
coming
not
up?
It's not too bad.
You know what's coming up? We've got to get her to send us
What?
some outtakes, and Melissa can put together, right?
Bloopers.
They're not funny.
Oh yeah, she has. She's like one take, Chuck. What's the deal? So if you go to the website, you can see on the home page a whole bunch of outtakes from Kim and I back when we were doing some of this before. So
And
it's super
trust
fun.
me, you don't want to see anything else
That's right.
but the outtakes.
They're
They're
actually
the
pretty
only
funny.
ones.
Yeah.
They're the only ones that are.
Well, we
worth
hope
watching.
you've enjoyed the JSW show. To cap it off for today, Harath's going to give us another new acoustic cut from classic rock. That's what we're playing here at the tasting room. So another, yeah. So let's just zoom on over to Harath and enjoy a little bit of classic rock as we say goodbye.
And I'm very honored because I'm going to be playing this guitar, which is Jamie's.
Oh.
Probably never been played before. I just tuned it all up, and let's see how it goes.
That's my boy.
Not bad. It's a nice guitar. It'll play. CDG, here you go.
Keith Urban, everybody. Wrath Gory. I love it. Good zooming with you.